Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with my, first off, newly redecorated and relocated bookcases that I'm obsessed with. But we are going to pop in with a little book haul. Some of these books are from little free libraries. We've got some from Walmart. We've got some from the Amazon book sale, and I think in Half Price Books. Those are all the places. Nope, actually no, that was from Walmart too. I think just Walmart and Amazon. I have a bunch of books in my Amazon cart, so we might be seeing another book haul here shortly, but we're just gonna jump right in with these because truthfully, I just reorganized these bookshelves and some of these books I bought I've already read, so there's that. But I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. If I've already read it, I'll let you know. Found this in my little free library. Have I read any book in this series? No. Is this the third book in this series? Yes, this is the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and basically it's about a girl who is like investigating stuff, and this is the third book, so I don't really know what the first one's about, okay? But it was free 99 at the little free library, and I have a million books I don't want, and I've approximately, this little free library donated at least 30 books to, and I've taken one book from it at one time, so picked that up. Next up, so if I read something on my Kindle and I really like it, it gets purchased for the trophy shelf, okay? Also, I don't know if you can see my sweater, but it just says, I love black on black, but it says, I read past my bedtime. Because duh, who doesn't? But picked up The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This book is so cute. It is a romance mixed with magical realism, which is something I didn't think I would be like in love with, but this was recommended to me by one of my bestie pals, Andrea, and she loved it, gave it 5 stars. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. I didn't love like how cheeseball the ending was, but it's about a girl named Clementine, and she inherits her aunt's apartment, and her aunt had told her that the apartment was magical and it brings you back 7 years in time, and like it was like this whole thing. She never believed it until it happened to her. And yeah, it's a cute little love story and loved it. Highly recommend. Next, I picked up and read This Summer Will Be Different. This was cheapest at Walmart. It was like cheaper than Amazon and Half Price Books, but it's the new Carly Fortune book of the year, and I've read her other 2 books, Meet Me at the Lake and Every Summer After, and this was the newest installment. This was super cute. It was about a girl named Lucy, and she and her best friend Bridget visit Bridget's like hometown, which is like Prince Edward Island, and this is not a spoiler, this is like all on here. Lucy's basically falling for her best friend's younger brother, and upon their first visit, her like one of the 2 rules that her best friend said was, don't like fall for my brother, and so it's this whole little drama with that, but it's really good. I gave it 4 stars as well. Next up, we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have not read this book yet, I will be honest, but first off, this is the total of pink books that I have. I do read a lot of mystery thrillers, so the black section is very full, but I do like Emily Henry, and I found this also at, this was from Half Price Books. It's hardcover version for like $12, so I picked it on up because I've been just loving her books even more recently. I think I loved Beach Read. I did not love Book Lovers, and I loved Funny Story, which we'll get to. It's the bottom of the stack, but I wanted to pick this one up. This one I have not read yet, so it will go on to my TBR cart. Next, I picked up Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I picked it up at Walmart, so it's the Walmart exclusive with like the bloody handprint and the sprayed edges. I honestly picked it up because if you are a thriller reader, you know we don't get cute covers. We don't get cute books. We don't get cute sprayed edges. We don't get any of it. We get all of our books look kind of the same. Here they all are behind me. Just kind of hideous, black, all kind of just not looking that good. So when I saw this one was cool, I was like, I simply must have her. You know? I honestly have no clue what this is about. A chilling family thriller about the sometimes literal skeletons in the closet. Basically, there are 3 siblings sorting out their mother's estate. So I've heard really good things, and I just love how it looks like a VHS. Very excited. And the last 3 books I have are all trophy shelf books. The first one is Fourth Wing. I did not think I would ever purchase this because I am not a fantasy reader. I did not read the second one. I will not be reading the second one. I don't really care that much, but this is the biggest book I've read this year and probably will read for like the foreseeable future. And I did like it. I gave it a 3.5. I didn't like the romance, but I loved like the dragons and like the school aspect of it. So if you are living under a rock and don't know, Fourth Wing is a fantasy book. I think there's going to be 5 of them. I don't know how to say the word of the series that they're in, but it's about this girl named Violet, and her mom is like a teacher, like headmaster type thing at like the school where people are training to be like dragon riders. She wants to be like more scholarly and not have a dangerous job, but her mom's like, basically, I don't really care what you want, this is what you're doing. And so it's about her going through the school, even though she's kind of like smaller and like weaker than everybody else, and just proving that she belongs. It's pretty good. Would recommend if you like fantasy, but you've probably already read it, so I'm just gonna move on. Next we have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and my battery's gonna die. No! If you guys are positioned a little differently, you just saw the secret that I'm wearing pajamas. It's because I had to push the battery. But we have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I also gave this book 4. I think it's like a bit longer than it needs to be. It's almost 400 pages. It could probably be like 325, 350. But this one's very, very, very cute. It's about Alexis and Daniel. And Daniel is a carpenter. And Alexis, I'm pretty sure her car like breaks down and she ends up like in this small town, you know, as they do. But she's like going through a like lot in her life. She's a doctor, but she is like no longer with her husband, I believe. Her family is like really trying to get her to get back with him, even though he's like a very shitty person, very like emotionally abusive towards her, and he just sucks basically, and her family doesn't see it, and she starts falling for this guy who's not like from the right family, from the right circumstances, and she basically gives them all a big. And yeah, we love to see it. I also forgot, I did just also pick up this graphic novel. It is called 12th Grade Night. I picked it up because I wasn't sure if Andrea, my friend, had read it yet, because it's very her energy. But I also love an LGBT romance graphic novel, and I figured it'd be a quick, easy read. Again, this was at the Little Free Library. I don't really know much about it. It's blurbed by Alice Osman, who wrote Heartstopper, and it just says magical and full of queer joy. This book is such a dream, so that'll be a cute one. And then finally is a Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is officially my favorite Emily Henry. This is about Daphne and Miles, and basically, again, I feel like you probably know, but I'll go over it in case you don't. Daphne and Miles, Daphne is dating Peter, and Miles, or she's engaged to Peter, and Miles is dating Petra. Miles goes on his bachelorette trip, and Petra is his girl best friend, which I am gonna start by saying I have a lot of guy best friends, but this book is why people are skeptical of guys and girls being friends. But basically on the bachelor trip, Petra confesses her love for Miles, and he basically is like trying to, well, he does leave Daphne and is like, you need to like get out. Miles shows up at her house all distraught because Petra left him, and she's like, how many bedrooms your apartment have? And then they end up essentially becoming roommates, and it's like a forced proximity, fake dating, cutesy time. But yeah, that is everything for this little book haul. I hope you guys like it. I hope you like the new bookshelves. They look so cute. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!